The remains of an old building, a girl in a blue dress. All these are in common with the old school building in Murrieta. Good evening, I'm Andrew West, and this is Up Close. Near Calmia and Washington Street are a set of ruins which look like the island of Crete and the Temple of Knossos. This is the old school building in Murrieta. Abandoned since the 1980s, the school building has just sat there in disrepair. The building had a Hawaiian motif and was actually rather pretty. This building replaced the original structure, which burned down in the 1920s and was built in the 1880s. This occurred when Murrieta was considered part of the Taneha district. This building to me somewhat resembles an old Spanish mission and also the Alamo. The school building would make an excellent site for a historic museum of Murrieta's past. And Murrieta does have an extensive history, which is quite interesting. In fact, from my research, this appears to be the center of where Murrieta began. It started at an area called the Sykes Ranch, and also the Fountain House Hotel, which was on Jefferson. This appears to be the social center of the area, having dances there, a small lake, and horse riding. At a small park next to the high school, there is an old windmill that is the remains of the Sykes Ranch. Also, there are several dams back there. They are quite interesting and not that small either. Some of them are quite large. The city of Murrieta appears to be named after Joaquin Murrieta. I believe he was a horse rancher. If I'm incorrect, though, I would appreciate it if someone would comment and correct this. The original school building was on the Day Ranch. After the San Francisco earthquake at the turn of the century, earthquake codes were drastically changed. This building was unable to be retrofitted. It is also directly across from the old Key Mill, which also has a very interesting history, and is also linked to the girl in the blue dress. I personally have spoken with people who claim to have seen her, although I myself never have. The old school building makes for an interesting weekend trip for the family, although vandalism and trespassing are prohibited. That's our show for this evening.